Hello Movies Recapped Hub here. Today, I'm going to explain a mystery and thriller movie, The Corpse of Anna Fritz. Pao works as a person to look after corpses of young women, in a morgue of an orderly hospital. One day, he had the opportunity to look after the dead body of Anna Fritz, a gorgeous and attractive actress. After carrying the dead body of Anna Fritz inside the morgue, Pao couldn't hold back his urge to see her under the cover. He opens the white sheet until her whole face is exposed and admires the beauty. He takes out his phone and captures a picture and sending to his friends. Pao reaching the ground floor stairs, two of his friends waiting at the counter. His friends, Ivan and Javi, rushed to the hospital to sneak a peek at the dead actress, since both of them were Pao's close friends. He lets them inside the morgue. Without anybody's notice, Pao was hesitant to give access to Ivan and Javi to the morgue. However, Ivan kind of manipulated Bo into it. After entering the morgue, three of them headed towards the dead body of Anna Fritz. Pao revealed the face by pulling off the sheet till her shoulders, while Ivan excitingly pulled out the whole sheet, showing her entire naked body. However, Javi was getting weirdly uncomfortable standing around dead bodies. Javi had never seen a dead body before, and having it right in front of him was a thrilling yet scary experience for him. Meanwhile, Ivan can't believe his eyes as he witnesses something that half of Spain's population wished Ivan and Javi had a party to attend later, but Anna Fritz's body got them aroused. Ivan asks Pao if someone else can enter the morgue, and Pao replies that no one has access till 12 a.m. So before midnight, Ivan decides to have some fun after snorting a bit of cocaine. He approaches the dead body and squeezes her chest. Javi is still uncomfortable until Ivan feeds him with evil ideas. Ivan suggests having sexual intercourse with dead Anna. Javi surprised, but Pao isn't. Pao also says how saliva would work at the lubricant when it comes to having sexual pleasure with the corpse. This unknown information did shock Javi and Ivan. Both of them asked how Pao knew this. I've also asked Pao whether he had a necrophilic moment with one of the corpses there, even though Pao swears he never had in the beginning. He admitted that he did rape a corpse after a while when an 18-year-old girl was brought into the morgue. Pao had sex with her. If Pao is pretty chill, humping on an 18-year-old's dead body, what would be so wrong? And having a moment with Anna Fritz, Ivan says, then proceeds to unzip his pants, and its arrangements for getting on top of her while Pao and Javi go inside the washroom to take a breath from what's happening around. Ivan does necrophilic acts on Anna's corpse. He finishes off and Pao comes next to have some guilty. Javi disgusted and wants to go home. Well, Pao hovers over Anna Fritz and starts having intercourse. Something extraordinary happens. Anna opens her eyes. Pao, being too busy enjoying the sexual act, does not see that Anna had opened her eyes and had gained consciousness. She is unable to scream or move her body because she just rose from the dead after seeing and has opened eyes. Pao screams and falls off the stretcher. His voice made Ivan and Javi check, and they were mind blown. Javi is a considerate and decent man. Unlike Ivan and Pao, the first thing how he did when he saw Anna alive was fetched some water for her to drink. And he helped her in putting on some clothes. Meanwhile, Ivan and Pao were concerned about how to deal with the situation, while the three of them argue on what to do with Anna. Now, one person enters the room to place a dead body. They quickly hide, and Anna's attempt to call for help goes in vain. Javi, who couldn't stand Ivan's misdeeds, tries to take on out and give her medical attention. But Ivan and Pao know that once the word goes out, it's over for them. Ivan and Javi get into a fight. When Javi pushes the stretcher to get out of the morgue, Ivan comes and blocks the way. After arguing for a while, Javi was ready to throw hands at Ivan because his only concern was saving on a Fritz. However, Ivan, who is much stronger and bigger, knocks up Javi pretty severely to the point that he suffers from too much blood loss. After that, Ivan and Pau move Javi and Anna to the washroom, while the injured waited inside the bathroom. Ivan and Pau wiped the blood off the floor. David didn't have much in him to make it out alive. And well, Ivan was retrieving Harvey's airway house. Assistant entered the morgue not knowing about the incidents that happened a few minutes ago. The assistant casually talks with Pau. Anna whimpers to call for help, but she cannot do so as Ivan came and covered her mouth. After the assistant leaves for good, Ivan finds out that Javi is dead. Pau shakes from fear while Ivan plans to get rid of Anna and Javi's bodies. While deciding what to do, Anna crawls out of her stretcher and gets hold of Javi's mobile phone. He makes a phone call to get help, but before filling in with the details, Ivan barges inside the room. Ivan threatens on it that if she plays any tricks on him, it would be the end for her. Well, Pau is busy cutting tapes to stick them to Anna's hands and legs. She tries to convince Pau that Ivan might take advantage of him since Ivan had the upper hand all this time. It's only stating the obvious that Ivan will again have things go his way. His manipulative mindset and aggressive behavior will affect both Anna and Pau, and Anna had to pressure Pau into not following Ivan's path. Exhausted, Anna pleads with Pau not trust Ivan and to let her free this way. Both Anna and Pau can escape, though. Pau was hesitant at first on his idea. Wasn't that bad as well? Still, Pau couldn't let his guard down and proceeded to tape her legs and hands. Meanwhile, Ivan somehow was able to make it to the trash cans without being noticed. He checks the vacant trash cans and quickly hides behind them when he sees two doctors coming out to take a puff during their free time. He waits there until the coast becomes clear. Anna, being the bold woman she was, tries to escape again. She takes off the tape around her mouth and somehow successfully removes the rope tied around her legs. She couldn't remove her tied hands. Yet, she managed to get out from the morgue stretcher and started crawling on the floor. Her being dead for quite a while made her weak that she couldn't stand on her feet. She tried to get as far away from the morgue without being seen, or before Ivan returned with the garbage can, as the doctors weren't done gossiping about their domestic issues where Ivan was hiding. The doctor's free time was finally over, and Ivan had the perfect chance to roll the trash can to the morgue when Ivan is inside the elevator trying to reach the morgue. Anna uses her time and strength wisely, though it was a difficult task. She successfully reached the door handle and got out of the room, crawling to get some help. Meanwhile, Pau, who was scrubbing off Javi's blood from the washroom, was alerted by Ivan that Anna had escaped. Both of them rushed to find Anna. On the other hand, the actress Anna made her way to a storage compartment. She experienced a close call from being caught by Pau. She got inside one of the rooms and desperately attempted to get on her feet to walk, but failed miserably. Then she headed towards the elevator. It was only a matter of inches for the elevator door to close until Ivan put his hand to block the door from closing. Ivan dragged Anna off of the elevator by one of her legs. He called Pau so both could finish Anna and get the job done. But before that happened, Ivan and Pau got into a little argument where Pau stated Ivan killed Javi. I haven't brushed it off by asking whether Pau trusted Anna or his friend Ivan. The next step was to execute Anna. Ivan and Pau had to come up with a good murder plan. They thought about something that wouldn't leave a mark behind the body. Consuming pills would increase the time to die, so using a pillow to kill her seemed a perfect idea. Since there was no pillow, they used a sheet to suffocate her. Ivan approached with a sheet. And again, they both argued who would carry out the killing process. Pao chickened out by saying that he wasn't a murderer and Ivan could do the job without feeling any guilt since he killed Javi like that. Immediately, Ivan forced Pao to kill Anna and she stopped breathing after a while of suffocating. They place her back on the stretcher and get dead. Javi puts inside the trash can and takes him outside after ordering Pao to clean Anna. Pao does what he was ordered and cleans on his whole body after covering her with a sheet. He proceeds to get out of the room. Right when he reaches the door, Anna starts coughing. Maybe suffocating her wasn't enough. Pao heard Ivan coming upstairs and told Anna to be quiet because Pao still wanted to save Anna or perhaps didn't want to get involved in her death. Ivan double-checks whether Anna was dead and there she lies pretending to be a corpse. Finally both Ivan and Pao head towards the elevator to reach home. After a big day, while waiting for the elevator doors to open, Ivan remembers his card left behind one of the stretchers in the morgue. He rushes to get his card back while Pao insists that taking the card back isn't an important matter since Pao can take the card the next day and somehow save Anna. But Ivan was too stubborn to let that slide and he opened the door just to see Anna averting her dress back near the stretcher. Shocked, Ivan turns his back to Pao and strangles Pao. As his anger gets the best of him, Pao, on the verge of death until Anna came and stabbed Ivan in the back using a pair of scissors. Well, Pao falls back and looks at Anna, continues to step out again and again, and again, and again. Her dress back near the stretcher. Shocked, Ivan turns his back to Pao and strangles Pao. As his anger gets the best of him, Pao, on the verge of death until Anna came and stabbed Ivan in the back using a pair of scissors. Well, Pao falls back and looks at Anna, continues to step out again and again and again and again. She stabs him furiously by acknowledging that she was raped by 2 men and was a victim of attempted murder. She stabs him with blood all on her face until Anna's anger is satisfied. Subscribe for more videos.